I'm gonna get straight to the point here. Okay, music insertion. So first off, shout out to Joey Zed who taught me how to insert music. He's the goat, and I am sure he's gonna make a better tutorial than this. But for now, I'm making this for the people who don't know how to insert music and want to find a reliable way. So yeah, it's not gonna be the best tutorial, but I'm gonna try my best, and I feel like I'm pretty decent at inserting music. So anyway, you need a few applications to insert music. So you need Sappy, then you need Anvil Studio, you need Hex Maniac Advanced or any other hex editor, and then you need this website that has all of the FireRed voice groups documented so that you can easily change the instruments in Anvil Studio. I will have all of these linked in the description so you can download and access them. Okay, so right now I have Super Mario All-Stars Overworld MIDI installed for this tutorial. So I'm going to go into Anvil Studio and I'm going to import this song in, where is it? Or here. No, okay. So yeah, you see the music here, the instruments are here, and then you can play it and see what it sounds like. Yeah. And if you insert this as is into FireRed, it will insert, but it's gonna sound absolutely horrible. So now we gotta use, the voice groups. So what the voice groups are is, there is each voice group this address, and inside this voice group are a set of instruments that you can use for that particular voice group to make the music that you make actually sound good in game. If you use any instruments outside the given voice group, it's gonna sound absolute dog shit. Okay, so how do you pick the right instruments to insert this? So for example, here what you have is here acoustic bass. What does that sound like? Yeah, that sounds pretty similar to acoustic guitar nylon, bright acoustic, and electric bass finger. You get this by experience. Okay, you just keep inserting music and then you know what instrument sounds similar to what. So yeah, these three sound similar to each other. So for the acoustic, so we're good. We have three options for the acoustic bass. For the tenor sax, that what does that sound like? The trumpet, kinda, not much. Okay, nylon, no. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what. Okay, so if you can't find anything that sounds similar enough, you can leave that for now. Then you can find a good substitute later. And for the clarinet, yeah, you can use the trumpet for that. That's similar enough. You can use the trumpet or the French horn. Acoustic guitar nylon is similar to the electric bass finger and the bright acoustic. The trumpet, the trumpet can stay as a trumpet because trumpet is in many of the voice groups, so you should be fine. If not, you can find substitutes. And yeah, and drums, I am very bad. I do not know how to work with drums. So my substitute for drums is I change this drums to any of the free tracks there is. So right now 87 and 8 are free, and I either use gunshot, which does not sound good here, but when you insert it into FireRed, it will translate to the drum noise. So I either use gunshot or I use timpani, or depending on sometimes the gunshot sounds better, sometimes the timpani sounds better. Depends on the soundtrack. Okay, so now we gotta find a good voice group for this. So we need either bright acoustic, nylon, and trumpet, and timpani or gunshot. So if we go here, so the first thing I see is this one. This is an old reliable. This is a really good voice group that can be used for a lot of tracks. So we got bright acoustic, we have bass fingered, we have timpani, we have trumpet and French horn. We're good. Also another rule that I'll come to later. Okay. So acoustic bass can be okay. Wait, do we have finger or nylon? Okay, we have finger. Okay, bass finger, bright acoustic. So this sounds more similar to the bass finger, so I'm gonna pick bass finger. Tenor sax, that sounds similar to one of the leads. So here we have Sawtooth, Calliope, and Chiff. So these are the leads. So if you go all the way back here, you see the leads: Sawtooth, Calliope, Chief, Square, Sharang. Those are voice, fifths. Yeah, these are leads. So in each soundtrack, you can only have one lead. So you can either have Sawtooth or Calliope or Chief depending on your voice group, but you can have only one lead. You cannot have more than one lead. So for now, the tenor sax, I feel like sounds similar enough to the hmm wait, either Chief or not the clarinet, not the clarinet, tenor sax. Okay. Um, I guess Sawtooth. Yeah, Sawtooth should work fine. For the clarinet, oh no, for the clarinet, that that sounds bright acoustic should work fine there. Guitar nylon can be bass finger. Trumpet can say trumpet. Guitar nylon can again be bass finger. And for the drums, these two are the drums. So in the voice group that I'm using, it has timpani. So I'm gonna use timpani here. Again, if you know how to work with drum, I recommend you learn how to work with drums because for the best output. But I have no idea how to work with drums yet. I am going to use timpani for this tutorial, which I feel like will do pretty good of a job if you don't know how to do anything with drums. Yep. Okay, so now if you give a sound, if you give a little test. So you see the Sawtooth, even it sounded similar, kind of similar, but it does not work well here. So you can change it to any other instrument. So we can try keeping this also finger and see how it sounds like. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. We can try bright acoustic. Yeah, bright acoustic sounds the best so far in my opinion. So we can keep it as bright acoustic. Okay. So what I'd recommend is do never keep this at full volume. So when you insert it, some of the you may experience some cacklings if the voices are too loud. So what you can do is right click on it, change volume for multiple tracks, and just make them a bit quieter. That should be fine. And now you gotta set the loop. So what you're gonna do is you can click on edit track here. It'll open the piano roll editor. Yeah, and what you can do also is you can edit the tracks here. So if you click on any track here, you can also edit. You can like add and remove like keys. And I'm not very good at that, so I'm not gonna touch it. So you gotta set a loop. Where does this end? So I gotta see how it ends. Okay. Okay, it's a perfect loop. So what you can do is you can go to the start of where you want your song to loop, and then you can click on new cue and then do the square bracket. Open your square bracket and enter. Then go to the part where you want your loop to end. So for me it's over here, and then click on new and near cue and close your square bracket. And now your song should loop when you insert it into the game. If you don't do this, your song is just gonna end. It's never gonna loop. So what you gotta do is click on file, export to MIDI format, and then export it into your your folder where SAPI is. In SAPI into mid to AGB, and then name it whatever you want. So name it Mario over Word. Do not have spaces or special characters. Just plain words. Don't have any space or special characters, because then it's not gonna get inserted. So click save. Now what you're gonna do is go to our file explorer, go to your mid to AGB folder where you exported the file, and then my file is right here. So now you gotta drag this onto an application called mid to AGB. It's gonna create a .s file. Yeah, it's gonna create Mario or World.s. Then you use this to insert into your game. Now you should be good to insert. Now open Sappy and open the file you want to insert the game, insert the song into. So I have a file just for testing music, so I'm going to open that. And then you can here you can choose any song to replace. So yeah, for now I'm going to replace the where's that? Yeah, the intro music, because then we can see how the sounds like. The intro music is the music that plays when Professor Oak is introducing you to the world of Pokemon. Yeah, I'm gonna replace that music. So you can click on assemble song. Now what you're gonna do is go to Hexmaniac Advance, where I already have my ROM open. Oh wait, no, it's the wrong file. Oopsie. So go to music and this. So now you gotta search for free space. So I always do 3000, click enter, and then you're gonna give a bunch of free space. So click on answers, right click on the address on the top, or just copy your address here, then go to Sappy, and then on the base destination offset you can do 0x0 and then paste your address. Then you can go to the website, and then you can see which voice group. So I use this voice group, so I'm gonna select this address and I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it here. Luckily I don't know how, I have, when using this before, I have used the exact same voice group on some other soundtracks, so it's already here, but you gotta paste your voice group into this voice group offset here. And now you have to pick your S file. So to Sappy, mid to AGB, mine was a Mario or world.s, not the mid file, the S file. Open the file. Now click on, now go to your, now click on cook it. Now just click yes, just click yes no matter what. Now bytes should appear on my Hexmaniac Advance. Yep, it did. That means it worked. Now we can see how it test how it sounds in Sappy. I say that sounds pretty good, but it's gonna sound different in game. Every time you insert music, just don't go off of how it sounds in Sappy, because it's gonna sound different in game. So I'm gonna start my game right here. Okay, moment of truth. Yeah, see? I said that sounds pretty good. The drums too. I said that sounds really good. Okay. Oh yeah. And that's music insertion. That's it. Yeah. There are some tracks can get tricky to do this. So do the instrument replacement to make it sound good in game. But overall, it's not that hard. It's pretty simple. Hopefully this was helpful. And I'm sure Joey Zed is gonna come up with a better tutorial after he's done developing his Ghost Grey version. Go check it out. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful, and see you later.